ahead and I started a character on Arc on my PlayStation 5 on Center, and this is Gabriel. Gabriel's the character I created in World of Warcraft from a story I written way back, and I showed you that. And this is where I started out on that here, and I'm swimming across to this little island over here. I want to get her over here on this island because there's nothing over here but trees and rocks, so it's a good place to harvest without having to worry about being attacked. This is about the third time I've started this here adventure on Center with Gabriel. This is about the third time I've restarted it because the first time I spelt the name wrong. So I had to go back in because it wouldn't be too good trying to show you what I was doing with Gabriel, and then when you see all the stuff it's showing, it's got a different spelling than what I was using. So, and the reason I'm using that spelling is it's the spelling I used for Gabriel when I wrote the story. And that's where I based this character off of. And right now I've got her on this little island, and we're just starting out. And the best thing I do when I start out is, when you level up like that, I always put points into weight, so that way you can carry more stuff and that you're not being overloaded when you got a bunch of logs. And that's why I put it in there until a point that's pretty good, and then I'll start on fortitude, which helps when it's cold and stuff like that. But this is a island, like I said, I played this before, this here, and I've been over here before, and the first time I came over, I had my structure started, but I had the spelling wrong in the thing, so I restarted it. And you usually spawn over there on that mainland, and the first time, and like I did this time, I swam straight over here to start establishing a place over here. The problem with this here little island, there's no hides. And at the moment, I like to have at least a sleeping bag, which takes a couple of pelts. Or if you can make a permanent bed, which takes a few more pelts, you need to go hunting. And we'll be doing that here in a second. So I need pelts. Everything else I need is here. So I don't really need to go over to mainland until I need to go get some stuff to make leather, to make different things. You need the pelt to do that with. So what I've started here, I started building a structure, and your first structure is out of fiber, and that's the stuff you gather when you're gathering the plants. And then you can create this foundation, and it's one of those things you can pretty much start without needing a lot of wood to start with. And it's just gathering fiber, like I said, from the plants with your hands. So that's what I built there, was the platform. That's usually what I do. Now I'm creating this little shell. It's going to be an inner shell. What I'm going to do is create a structure around this. And this will be a place to come and get out of the weather. I'm not really enclosing it totally because there's some creatures over here to attack me yet. I don't know, maybe something might spawn later on, but for right now there's nothing over here but just wood, rocks, and plants, which is everything I need until I need some skins, and that I'll have to go across. And first thing I realize is, in order to get back and forth, I need a raft. To get a raft, I need skins. So I have to swim back, and this is the reason, foreshadowing here. Like I said, it's dangerous to swim back and forth. I got dolphins coming up, see them? That means there's something else in the area, because dolphins come and try and help you if they can. And oh my word, there's a megalodon. See the dolphin trying to push it away? But I get hit from the other. There's two of them down there. I know where to get those big fish at now. At some point when I get a little bit stronger, higher, and I got guns and gunshots and stuff, I can use it to go after those guys. But I start out back over here. This is where I respawn. And this is what I was talking about, having a bed. See, there's I got a sleeping bag there, and I was able to make the sleeping bag because I could get hides now because I'm over on this main land and I did a lot of hunting over here. As you can see, I got a couple of dillos. These little guys, they're the easiest thing to take out. I was just showing you what my pets do. There you go. Yep, I got them set on so that all I got to do is attack something and it'll go after it. The problem with that is if you try to tame something, you can't tame it because they go after it. So you got to kind of keep them back while you go after something that you want to tame, or they'll attack it unless you put that attack setting on passive, and then they'll just more passive than attack. But that's kind of things you learn as you play a little bit. Like I said, there's more creatures over here. There's more things you can get. And what I did was I went and I made a raft. So now I can go back and forth. I can come over here and get like those turtles. I need those things because I need the fangs and the teeth that come off them. You make cementing paste with that, which you can use to make like for supplying water. You know, you can build the piping and the stuff in a reservoir, and that's where you can get your water without having to go to the ocean. I'd set one of those up on Ragnarok. It's really easy there because there's a place where you can run the pipe up, and then you can have little spigots in there. You can fill your water canteens with it, and you can use it for painting and other things as well. But that's a little, we just starting here, so it's going to take a little bit before we can get into it. And right there's the raft. Just see, I needed to get the skins. It takes quite a few skins to build that raft. So I was doing a lot of hunting over here. At this moment, I'm taming that parasaur. I call them pickup trucks. It's hard to pronounce that name. So these are this is Bud. I have Chuck and Buck, and then I haven't named this one yet. This is a chrome pickup truck that what I've done is I lassoed it with bolos, so it kind of trapped it. Then I punched it to the point that it passed out. Then I fitted the berries. There's berries that keeps it unconscious. It doesn't kill it, just keeps them unconscious. And as they eat the other berries, they gradually become connected with you because you're feeding them. You brought them back to health, and they become your pet. Then you have them. You can use them for attacking, for harvesting. These guys are good for if you want to get thatch. You can get wooden thatch without ever having to get off your mount. You can use them to gather with. They gather berries as well. The only thing is you have to get off and harvest fiber by your own hand. You can't get it. But there's something that does that though. If I get a sickle, that's why my next step is to create a forge and a smithy, something I can use to create other tools with. This is where I just tamed this guy or girl. I'm not even sure what but this is where I'm giving it a name, and you can't see me type because it's using that little screen to type. There you go. And now I have a new ride. I'm not sure, did I make a saddle for him or not? There you go. Go get that one, little guys. They'll clean it up. So then afterwards I'll go gather up all the hides and meat that they gather. Those things are nasty. They don't really hurt you, but they take stuff off your belt and they're annoying. So I usually try and take them out when I can. See my little army? Hey, Gabriel, well done. So we got Shine. It's kind of fun trying to come up with names with them sometimes. But so that's what I've done here. I created a little base here. I got a little bit of shelter here for coming across. And then I'm looking to set up a raft so I can go back and forth. So I can establish my keep or my castle or her castle, Gabriel's castle, over on that little island over there. And if I need anything like, I don't know, leather or hides and stuff, I can come back here on that. And what I do is I leave these guys here. If I'm not mistaken, I take one over with me. And so I'll leave one over there. I leave this one here. So I have one pickup truck on either over there and here without having to go back and forth. Because these rafts they'll get you across, but just like with before, if I sat over there with them two megalodons, they would start coming after the raft and they would chew the raft up if they're not careful. So I try to stay to the shallows. Makes them hard. It's harder for them to come up and get you if you're in the shallows. You can see that green line going up. That's my body. That's where Gabriel got chewed up by a megalodon. That's why I was working so hard within the last little bit to get everything I need, because it takes a little bit to build these rafts. But now I can go anywhere. And this is different than when I started out with Grezzel, because I don't even remember that spooky rock over there. We'll have to check that out at some. But this is the island now that she's claimed. She started her own little keep over here, and what I plan on doing is I plan on maybe surrounding this whole thing with a great big wall, and the inside will be the keep, and this will be her main headquarters here on island as we start working out towards other places. Like I said, script go please. This is Gabriel, everybody. Thank you for watching. Very good. These are adventures of Gabriel, and we'll do some more to come. There's a voiceover. From ELAstudio and some Phyled, OelGrez, Gwinn, and Taz. Thank you for watching and thank you for following. How was that, Mr. Editor? Everybody, timing, transition, music, it's all in place. Go ahead and post this one. And great job, everybody. Good job.